Did we even know that this guy was a Yankee? I didn't. The Yankees are back at it today. 3 against the Texas Rangers in Yankee Stadium before they head over to Colorado to face the Rockies. But there's something I wanted to talk about, okay? Everybody else can talk about Juan Soto as much as they want. The Mets fans control the Yankees and vice versa, blah, blah, blah. He's not here, okay? So nothing anybody can do about it. Nothing. So instead of wasting my time and yours with that stuff, I want to talk about something else. There's a player that is a Yankee that I don't know if anybody knew was a Yankee. Why do I ask that? Why do I bring it up? Well, Oswaldo Cabrera is obviously going to be out for the season with a fractured ankle and just had surgery. And we don't have a utility player in his stead. So just something to keep in mind, okay? Let me pull this up, okay? Here's an article. I want to show you. It's on the screen now. Potential Yankees bench option is making his opt-out decision painfully clear. Okay, you ready? You guys know who this is? Yep. I'm going to read the article out to you. Wondering why there are no accessible photographs of Cooper Hummel in the New York Yankees jersey after he was brought in the first week of April? Yeah, it's probably going to stay that way for a while. Hummel was imported after the Houston Astros failed to find a place for him on the opening day roster after he put up an 871 OPS as a right-handed hitter last season at the minor league level. This guy's he's a switch hitter. That means theoretically he can swoop in Pablo Reyes' role against left-handers as a 1-for-1 replacement, but only in theory, right? As it stands, Hummel's been injured for nearly his entire Yankees tryout. Okay, and only recently rejoined the Scranton Railroad's active roster on May 10th. The versatile fielder who covered right, left, and first base last season would be a fifth outfielder in the Bronx, which has become less than a central role given Trent Grisham's star power. He can opt out of his minor league deal at the end of May if he isn't elevated to the big league roster. So, but missing all but 6 games hasn't helped build his case. He also started ice cold, going 4 for 19 with all singles, with 6 walks thus far in the uniform. Okay, and you can Brandon Cuddy. Someone to keep tabs on. Utility man, switch hitter. Cooper Hummel coming off the IL today for the Yankees at AAA. 871 OPS from the right side last year, mostly AAA. He has an opt out at the end of May. Now, back to this Yankees utility option. Cooper Hummel probably has no reason to be added to the MLB roster. He could competently play either third or second base. On a hot 2 weeks in AAA could probably be enough for the Yankees to consider using him in Reyes' place. Okay, and this is where, okay, and I'm going to attach this article down below for you guys to read. Okay, instead, right, instead of waiting for Giancarlo Stanton to come back to move on from somebody like Pablo Reyes, why don't we take advantage of the fact that we unfortunately don't have Oswaldo Cabrera and could use somebody who can play multiple positions. Cooper Hummel provides that. He's also a switch hitter like Cabrera, okay? And he's solid in the contact, okay? Solid with the bat and the contacts. There's nothing flashy about his stats, but 871 OPS, my league stat, that draws attention. Anything over 800 draws attention, right? So it's going to be a heck of a lot better than what we're getting from Pablo Reyes now. And keep in mind, too, in Reyes' defense, he's really getting garbage time, too. So it's going to be very hard to contribute consistently at the major league level if you're getting garbage time, okay? So if somebody like Cooper Hummel comes here and replaces Pablo Reyes, does he get an opportunity to play a little bit more than Reyes does? We don't know, right? But he seems to be a more effective bench player right now for the Yankees because of his versatility and the ability to cover multiple positions, infield and outfield, right? He can, give a lot of guys a rest day. And again, that's what Oswaldo Cabrera did. We don't have anybody who can do that right now. So this, to me, it's a non-sexy option, but this is where the Yankees can improve around the margins. And right now, it's around the bench. We've got a lot of reinforcements coming back, obviously. Giancarlo Stanton's the big bat. We've got a lot of pitchers coming back, too. But in the meantime, instead of making a trade to overpay for people. Now, this article is also coming from Adam Weinberg, who's the same guy that also produced that ridiculous trade proposal for Rafael Devers, which included Luis Hill and George Lombard and Ben Hess. Like, all it's like, no, go take your crazy pills, dude. Please, really. Okay? Never happening. But he put forth something here that actually makes a little bit of sense. So I'll give him credit for that. Okay? But you guys let me know. You let me know what your thoughts are, Yankee fans. And again, always make sure you're subscribed here. If you've not done that yet, please. And tell your friends about the channel too, especially if they're baseball fans or Yankee fans. I like to talk about stuff that not many people else talk about. Okay? I don't like to do the stuff that everybody else does because the beat writers are doing it. Okay? Try to be different here. Okay? And it's this type of stuff that, was anybody thinking about this guy? Did anybody remember that the Yankees brought him in? I didn't. So that's on me. Okay, I may have brought him up before, but I forgot. Okay, so, but he can provide an improvement on the bench right now over what the Yankees currently have. Fact is, Oswaldo Cabrera was probably our most valuable bench piece, right? And right now we've got Peraza, we've got DJ, Vivas, right, and Grisham or Ben Rice or somebody, right? And we're not going to play Ben Rice at third base. I highly doubt that's going to happen. How about a guy that's already played the position? Hummel, right? That we don't have to worry about Ben Rice, where he can just take a DH first base and catcher and kind of rotate and give these guys a day off, and he can still get enough playing time to be productive for the Yankees. We need to figure out a way to keep him playing too consistently, even when Giancarlo Stanton comes back, right? So, but Cooper Hummel, he's a guy, and again, a switch hitter. So he's replacing a lot of what we are losing with Oswaldo Cabrera. And I hope he comes back and makes a full recovery and comes back, in full strength. Okay, most likely going to be 2026, but it is what it is. But in the meantime, this might be an option worth looking into, at the very least for the bench, because we need to deploy our bench players too, so that we can give our starters some rest. And the more versatile the bench players are, the better off it's going to be. The more, the easier they can rest guys that might be playing a little bit too much, or the guys that get hurt when they play a lot, right? And this is a way of protecting our players. Okay, you give me your thoughts one way or the other. We'll be back later on with the lineup against the Texas Rangers when that comes out. Okay, hopefully the Yankees can take this series too. They took 2 out of 3 from the Mets. Good for them. It's not the World Series, despite what the people at WFAN keep saying. It's like they feel the need to troll the Yankees universe all the time. For what? Why? It's making you look like the little brother thing that you keep talking about, right? We're not the ones talking about big brother stuff. You're making yourselves look like little brothers, okay? Or clowns. We're not spending our days trolling you guys. We don't need to, okay? Spend more time loving on the Yankees instead of hating on the Mets. But I'm sure there's a handful of people that are quietly enjoying Juan Soto not playing like Juan Soto. But that's him. Okay? I'm sure he'll turn it around. But he's not here. Don't care. Okay? Let's talk about this one. Cooper Hummel. Who knows about him? Who's heard about him? Let's go.